Today we're going to take a look at our Heptacodium, also known as Temple of Bloom, and show you how to trim this beautiful shrub into tree form. Heptacodium is also known as a seven suns flower, and the thing I like most about this particular shrub is that it has multiple seasons of interest. Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings. Before we get trimming here on our Temple of Bloom, let me give you a little bit of details. So we are located in West Michigan. We are a zone 6A. This Temple of Bloom has been in this garden going on, I believe this is the 4th year that it's been in here. Every year, usually in the fall, I'll come in and do some trimming on it to give it its nice tree form. Heptacodium is hardy in zones 5 to 9 and likes to be planted in sun to part sun locations. When it's mature, it can get up to 15, sometimes even 20 foot tall and about 6 to 10 foot wide. The thing I like about this though is there's multi-seasons of interest. Late summer, this plant gets gorgeous white flowers, and those flowers are so fragrant. I'll walk past the garden here and just the smell of those flowers is so beautiful. The other thing is not only does it have those gorgeous white flowers, is it attracts the pollinators. This plant was absolutely loaded with butterflies and pollinating bees late summer. Once those flower petals fell off, what remains is these gorgeous magenta bracts. And the thing is these are so sturdy. Like this will be on this plant through the fall into the winter with these gorgeous pops of magenta. Once the leaves start to fall off in the fall, what happens is it reveals the gorgeous peeling bark. And it's so pretty, giving this plant winter interest. So we'll take a closer look here at the bark in just a second when I get in here and start trimming. But what we're gonna do is, a lot of times when these plants are shipped out, they're shipped out as a quart-sized container or as a 1 gallon. Now, when they're shipped out, we don't do any trimming on them to train them into tree form. That's something that we leave up to you, because sometimes our customers want just a shrub that's from the bottom up, and other times our customers want it to look like a tree form. So that's something that we're gonna let you do once you get the shrub. But we're gonna show you how to do that if that's a look that you are trying to achieve. So let's go ahead and get down to the basics here of how this is done. I'm gonna put my mat down, and I'm just gonna kind of get right underneath the plant here. So what I'm doing is I am looking for where are the main branches of this plant. Typically, I like to look for maybe 3 main strong stems, and those are gonna be what I call my trunks of this plant. So to do so, I'm gonna just get in here and start trimming off some of this low growth first. I'm gonna get as close to where I'm seeing that main branch as I can. I'm using a nice sharp pruners here, kind of fighting my way in here. So everything down to the ground is going. All right, so now that I've removed a little bit of the branching, we can see we've got 1 strong, thick branch or trunk. Here's another one here, and then a 3rd one here. So I'm gonna just kind of go up these thicker branches and remove anything on them that has to go. So hopefully I brought a pruner here that's able to get through some of this thick wood. So now this plant, because we've let it go all summer long, it's put on a lot of branching. So sometimes you do have to just come through. And this could be done really honestly at any point in the season. It's just that this is the time of year that I get out here and do mine. Snipping off anything that looks like it should go. Obviously, the more I take off, the more I'm gonna reveal that peeling bark. So let's see here. All right, so as we've gotten in here a little bit further, now is a good time to kind of show you what I'm talking about with that peeling bark. So you can see, now that I've gotten rid of some of the lower branches so far, it's got this gorgeous peeling bark on it. And that is what you're gonna see in the winter, is just that bark kind of blowing in the breeze. So I'm going to remove some more of this branching here to have more of these main stems revealed. So let's keep trimming. This part here is a little tricky. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. So as you can see, this stem kind of shoots off sideways a little bit. Where this one's nice and upright. This one's nice and upright. Even this one here is shooting off a little bit sideways. So I think I'll remove some of those lower branches. But this one here, it feels a little bit. So if you're not sure with what you want to do with a branch, obviously don't cut it off, because once it's gone, it's gone. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it as it is, there's like 3 main branches coming off of this one. So we'll just see what it looks like next fall. It might be where I'll just totally trim this one off next year. We'll see. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't want to make a cut I can't take back. So sometimes when you're doing this, you just have to think it through a little bit and see what it looks like. So we're gonna just leave that one. Get a few more of these low-hanging ones off. Definitely covered in all kinds of something that's falling off the plant. More, even though they're little now, they'll be big next year, so let's get rid of them. All right, so I think for now I'm gonna leave it as is, and we'll see what it looks like next year. I'm sure it's gonna send out some of these little sprigs off of the bottom trunk, and that'll be just really easy to snip off. But I want to see some of the bigger branches that develop next year to make, a better judgment as to which of these thicker branches I should remove. So, but for now anyways, it's revealing that lower bark. About half the plant right now is just the trunk. So that's pretty good. Definitely giving it a little bit more of a tree form look to it. And yeah, we can make more decisions next year when we come out to do a little bit more trimming on this Heptacodium Temple of Bloom. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you're new to our channel, I welcome you to subscribe. We'll also be putting a link to this plant down in the details section on YouTube. So if this is something that you're interested in getting more information on or potentially purchasing for your garden, you can do so there. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.